Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and jump straight in and see what the next 72 hours has in store for you. Any information you may be looking for will be listed in the description, so just check there. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes as well. And let's jump straight in. Let's look at the situation at hand for you. Virgos, what's the situation at hand? So we have the Three of Swords. So you could be disappointed in either how a conversation, plan, idea may have went. I usually see the Three of Swords as previous disappointments. So you could be thinking a lot about how things have transpired over the last couple of weeks or so, or a recent disappointment that may have, made you really feel something. So you could be just processing your emotions as a whole, but in a more mental way. Okay, I also have the Five of Wands. So you could be pretty conflicted about certain individuals around you. Okay, you could be feeling like certain people let you down, even though you can go above and beyond for them. Maybe they wouldn't be willing to do the same for you, and that could be something that's just a little bit unsettling for you. Also, you could be realizing when it comes to you being multifaceted, you having multiple things that you're talented at or wanting to pursue, the root of you maybe not getting to where you want to be is the fact that you could be so torn energy-wise in terms of like different things that you have been, creatively giving your attention to, that maybe it's making it hard for you to like see the progress that you want to see. So for a lot of you, it's like trying to sort out what is your primary focus, what needs your attention right now, while there could be a lot of different things that's demanding your attention. And I also have the Chariot. So success is on your mind, irregardless of whatever challenges or obstacles you have faced up until this point, or may even face during this next 72-hour time period. You guys are bulldozing ahead. You guys are focused on what's ahead of you. Now, let's look at the possible challenge. So what's the challenge for Virgos? First card we have is the Six of Pentacles. So reciprocation, there could be certain relationships around you where you want reciprocation. There could be a job where you're giving it all that you got and maybe you're not getting paid what you deserve. Okay, so reciprocation in certain areas in your life could be the issue. All right. Also, the Five of Wands is here again. So the challenge could be other people throwing your energy off, other people causing drama for you, competition in the workplace, other people's energy, or just overall confliction. Okay, there could be certain people trying to pick fights or arguments with you. So be careful, people trying to throw your energy off. And last challenge card, I have the Seven of Wands. So again, having to defend yourself, having to protect your energy. Okay, the challenge could be the little challenges that seem to come up, but you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. And some days maybe you don't feel like you want to keep pushing. So the challenge is being, resilient. Now, the advice for you, let's look at that. What's the advice for my Virgos? So we have the Lovers. So be aware of your choices over the next 72 hours. Are you making choices from more of an emotional place or more of a logical place where it should be a balance between the two? Okay. Another thing, allow the powers that be to do the work behind the scenes. Where there's things that you can't necessarily control, it's better to leave it up to God, literally, instead of trying to play God in your situation. Okay, but definitely being aware of just your choices. We also have the Fool card. So trying a new approach, I always say this saying, instead of trying harder, try differently. So maybe, with the business, if you want to see more success, maybe you need to try a different approach creatively. Maybe you need to try a new way of marketing yourself, for example. Okay, but going into this time frame with also just fresh energy, regardless of what you have been going through, you gotta keep in mind that every day is an opportunity for you to rewrite the narrative of the story. And every day is a new day. We also have the Eight of Swords. So the advice here is to not frustrate yourself with things that you can't control and things that you can't do anything about. Now let's look at love. What is the energy around love for my Virgos? So we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So there could be the potential of you guys to manifest a very stable relationship in your life. You're just needing to consider the long term. And for some of you, you may have recently gotten out of a relationship, and with this newer opportunity presenting itself, it could almost feel too good to be true. But understand that this person is not who you have dated before. This is a completely new person, and it's a completely new experience. Also, when it comes to love, if you are looking for a stable relationship and you're dealing with someone who doesn't necessarily want that, and you're like waiting for that opinion to change, this time frame is going to challenge you to ask yourself, do you have the patience to keep waiting, or is it time for you to maybe focus your energy on other options or possibilities? Okay, for a lot of you, you could be confused in terms of what you want to do in your love life, or confused as to what's going on in general. Okay. But let's look at career. And for some of you also too, with that Ace of Pentacles, there could be so much of a focus on money, your stability, that maybe you don't know where love could kind of fit into that scenario during this time frame. But when it comes to career, we have the Queen of Wands, the Justice card, and the World card. So yes, I see you guys trying to remain motivated, focused, okay, driven. For a lot of you, you could be having to make up your mind on whether or not you want to continue working at the place that you're working at, and having to weigh out the pros and cons. Also too, when it comes to money, you could be sorting out a lot of financial debts during this time frame, or at least trying to. Okay, there could be like a major bill you settle or major debt you settle. Okay, for a lot of you, could just be on the track to having more of a balanced financial situation after maybe going through some financial hardships for a little bit. But let's pull a final message card for you, Virgos. What's the final message? Okay, so card we have, Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. So this card talks about areas in our lives where we are either not seeing what's going on or refusing to see. So during the next 72 hours, where there could be some clear signs of what to do or who you're dealing with, all of that stuff, make sure you're not being blind on purpose to your reality. And know that there could be certain things that just may not be in your awareness as of right now. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight, and I will talk to you later, Virgos.